I'm Jennifer, 30. Sitting in my car after my sister Lily's wedding, my hands are still shaking from the whirlwind of emotions. I never imagined that my mother's words at this wedding would shatter my long held illusions and set me on a new path. The humiliation when she declared, right in front of all 250 guests, that someone like me only deserved a simple meal from a local diner was overwhelming. But what I did next left everyone in stunned silence. Let me take you back. I grew up in a middle-class family in a small town. My father, Tom, is a hard, working mechanic. He's the kind of man who believes in actions over words, always busy in his garage, fixing cars and keeping his head down. My mother, Lisa, on the other hand, is a social butterfly. She's well connected in the local community and has always been very image conscious. Lily, my 27-year-old sister, is the life of the party. She's got a bubbly personality, is incredibly fashionable, and has a knack for making friends. She's also an aspiring actress, always chasing the next big role. In my mother's eyes, Lily can do no wrong. I, on the other hand, have always been the practical one. I work as a financial analyst at a local firm. It's a stable job and I'm good at it, but it doesn't have the glamour that my mother and sister seem to value so much. When it came to our education, Lily got to attend a prestigious acting school in the city. My mother said it was an investment in her future stardom. I, meanwhile, went to a local community college to study finance because, as my mother put it, you just need a practical degree to get a steady job. As we got older, the difference in treatment only became more pronounced. When Lily decided to move to the city to pursue her acting career, my parents helped her with the rent and even bought her a new wardrobe. When I wanted to take a professional development course to advance my career, I was told that I should pay for it myself since I was already earning a salary. The wedding planning was a clear display of my mother's favoritism. My mother spent months and a small fortune on finding the perfect venue, a luxurious country club. She hired the best caterers, a top-notch wedding planner, and a well-known photographer. My role in all this was to run errands and handle the small details, like making sure the favors were ready and the seating chart was organized. When I suggested that I could give a speech as Lily's older sister, my mother quickly shot down the idea. She said that speeches should be left to the professionals and that I might say something inappropriate. Instead, she asked one of Lily's actress friends to be the maid of honor and give the speech. Despite all this, I was genuinely excited for Lily. I love my sister, and I wanted her to have the perfect wedding. Her fiancé, Jake, is a great guy, a software engineer with a kind heart. I spent a large part of my savings on a beautiful emerald green dress, hoping to look presentable and blend in with the other guests. The day of the wedding arrived. Lily looked like a princess in her designer gown, and Jake was handsome in his suit. The ceremony was beautiful, and I watched with a smile as they exchanged vows. After the ceremony, we moved to the reception. I was seated at a table with some of Jake's colleagues, nice people who were interested in my work. We were having a pleasant conversation when my mother approached. "Oh, there's my other daughter," she said, with that tone that always made me cringe. Jennifer's always been the reliable one, but she doesn't have that spark like Lily. The table fell silent, and I tried to change the subject. But my mother kept going, extolling Lily's acting skills and her potential to be a big star. I felt my cheeks burning, but I held my tongue. Later, during the cake-cutting ceremony, things took a turn for the worse. The wedding cake was a masterpiece, a four-tiered creation from a famous bakery in the city. Lily started serving cake to the guests, starting with the important ones. I waited patiently, thinking that as her sister, I'd be next. But she kept serving guests after guests, never even looking my way. Finally, I decided to go to the cake table myself. I just wanted a small piece to share in the celebration. But as I picked up the cake server, my mother appeared behind me. "Jennifer, what are you doing? This cake is for the special guests, people who understand the finer things in life. With your simple tastes, you wouldn't even appreciate it. You're more suited to a meal from a local diner," she said loudly. The room fell silent, and all eyes were on us. I felt like my heart had been broken into a million pieces. For years, I had put up with my mother's favoritism, but in that moment, something inside me snapped. I put down the cake server and walked towards the small stage where the band was taking a break. I picked up the microphone, and the feedback squeal got everyone's attention. "Excuse me, everyone," I said, my voice trembling at first but growing stronger. "I'm Jennifer, Lily's older sister. I wasn't asked to speak tonight, but I think it's time I said something. I love my sister, and I'm so happy for her. But tonight, I've learned that sometimes the people who are supposed to love you unconditionally can be the most hurtful." I could see Lily's shocked face and my mother's expression turning from surprise to horror. I continued, "My mother thinks I only deserve a simple meal from a diner because I'm not as flashy as Lily. But you know what? That simple meal represents honesty and hard work. I'd rather be the one with integrity than someone who only cares about appearances." Then I revealed the news that I had been keeping to myself. 6 months ago, I started my own financial consulting firm. Last month, I landed 3 major clients, and my business is on track to make a 6-figure profit in its first year. I also recently bought my first house, a cozy 2-bedroom place with a small garden. The room was buzzing with whispers. People were looking at me with new respect. My mother looked like she was about to faint, and Lily had tears in her eyes. After my speech, the atmosphere completely changed. People came up to me, congratulating me on my achievements. Jake's boss even offered me a consulting project for his company. Lily came up to me, hugged me tightly, and said, "I'm so sorry, Jennifer. I had no idea how much Mom's behavior was hurting you. I'll stand up for you from now on." My father also came to me and apologized for his silence over the years. He said he should have protected me from my mother's unfair treatment. My mother tried to apologize later, but her words were full of excuses. I told her that I needed some time and space, and that I wouldn't tolerate being treated like the lesser daughter anymore. In the months that followed, my business continued to grow. I hired 2 assistants and was even featured in a local business magazine. My relationship with Lily has become stronger than ever. She's proud of me and often refers clients to my business. My father and I have also grown closer. He's my biggest supporter now. As for my mother, the relationship is still a work in progress. But I've learned to set boundaries and stand up for myself. That one moment at the wedding, when I finally found my voice, changed my life forever. It taught me that I don't need anyone's approval to be happy and successful. I deserve to be treated with respect, and I'm no longer willing to accept anything less.